What we doing here? And if you're here, make sure you press the subscribe button, please. Now, let me start by saying salute to Catch, one of the coldest rappers that we have in our scene. Just signed a deal with EGA Distribution. Shout out to Colin, big up the team. An amazing W for the streets. Because it's always good to see when somebody's being championed in the streets that they get their shot at taking it as far as they can go. And I believe she's with the best team to do that. So again, salute to Catch and her team. I wish you the best on your journey, man. It's amazing to see. Now, you know I'm a football fan. So I had to talk on the subject. Because even if you're not into football, everybody likes money, right? We're all out here doing all sorts of things for all sorts of quids, right? So then you would have heard about Mr. CR7, the GOAT, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, becoming the first billionaire football player. He was on them Portugal streets, doing all sorts of things, passionate, playing the game he loves to play, football, and now he's talking all sorts of quids. Billion quids. Mad. And I'm going to read out a little context as well, because you know I like to do that to give you some insight, but let's just think about that for a second. Something you love to do, playing football, it could be any sport, it could be anything, that leads you down the road. Of course, endorsement deals are fundamental, play a major part, you know, branding, all sorts, goes without saying. But then you become a billionaire from what you love to do. That's crazy in itself. And we're all going to have the debate on, is it Messi? Is it Cristiano Ronaldo? Now me, I'm always going to tell you, the real GOAT is R9. But that's another discussion. Today we salute Mr. CR7, who's definitely the GOAT. When you're talking about most goals, appearances, like what we doing here? I think Messi's got more... I don't even want to throw out this accusation because I think I might be wrong. Someone let me know in the comments. Who's got more Ballon d'Ors, Messi or Ronaldo? I feel like it's Messi. I feel like Messi has one or two more than him. But let me know in the comments. But just for some context, Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first billionaire footballer. The valuation puts Ronaldo among a small group of billionaire athletes, including basketball greats Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson and LeBron James, as well as golfer Tiger Woods and tennis player Roger Federer. Now listen to that company that he's in anyway. Of course he's a GOAT in football, but that company there, we all know the money that basketball players earn compared to football players is two different worlds. Golfers. Roger Federer to be there from tennis is crazy because I would have assumed that footballers get more quids than tennis players. However, shout out Roger Federer, car, another GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Cristiano Ronaldo has become the first billionaire footballer. Yep, we know. We know he's at Al Nassr in Saudi. Portugal striker's net worth has been estimated at 1.4 billion by the latest Bloomberg Billionaires Index. The valuation puts Ronaldo among a small group of billionaire athletes, like we just mentioned. Bloomberg said that between 2002, when he started his career at Portuguese team Sporting, to 2023, Ronaldo earned more than 550 million. That's in euros. So 410 million in salary. So from 2002 to 2023, 21 years, correct? A man has earned 410 million in salary. All sorts of quids. See, when I start thinking about my salary and what I'm getting up to go and do at work and the pay that I'm receiving, and I'm grateful, but you know what I mean? Chase your dreams. Yeah. He had sponsorship deals with Nike, which was worth 18 million per year, and endorsements from brands like Armani and Castro, adding more than 175 million euros, so 130 million to his fortune. So even down to that, imagine Nike telling you, yo, we're going to give you in pounds, 13 million a year, just to rock with our brand. So you want to give me more than $1 million a month to wear Nike? After leaving Man United by mutual consent, Ronaldo signed for Al Nassr in 2023 and became that. Now this is where it gets crazy. If you're into your paper, became the highest paid player in history with a salary of around 237 million euros. That's 177 million pounds plus bonuses and a reported 15% share in the club. Still playing at 40, Ronaldo has just signed a new contract with the Saudi side, reportedly worth more than 400 million euros. That's 298 million pounds. And I think he signed it for 2 years. So he was in Saudi earning 177 million euros a year, bro. Cristiano Ronaldo, the streets everywhere salute you. The corporate world salute you. Civilians, bro, we salute you, bro. The GOAT. I don't want to hear no nonsense on Cristiano Ronaldo again, and I'm done talking about him. The man has got too much quids. Yeah? Big man, salute. Now, moving on to the boy. Yeah? And you already know, you know what it is when you see me smiling, because it's my team, innit? You know what I mean? I have one thing to say before I raise up my clipboard. The man Andrew really thought, say that because of our little something over trademarking, that my dog, Mr. Cold Palmer, decided to trademark. Now, Cole Palmer has trademarked the name Cold Palmer. Makes sense. You know the celebration, iconic. A lot of people will say you got it from Morgan Rogers. I know them to be close friends. I suppose if that is true, it's about... See, it's a difficult one, because if you're my friend and you know it's my celebration, but then you do it and it jumps off when you do it, how do I feel about that? I suppose if you're my friend, it's like, yeah, bro, cool. It's nothing. You know what I mean? And then but then you want to trademark things, and it's crazy. Let me know what you lot think in the comments. But Chelsea star Cole Palmer granted trademark for Cold Palmer as he cashes in on iconic celebration and can now sell teddy bears, soaps and Christmas crackers, bro. Cashing in. All sorts of quids. Cole Palmer has finally been granted the Cold Palmer trademark after a battle with a French vineyard. Last year, Palmer made a move to trademark both his ice cold celebration and the name Cold Palmer in the hope of using them to sell a number of different products. These included clothes, food, toys, toiletries, razor blades, diet drinks, and alcohol. The boy. I have to respect it, man. However, the latter was opposed by a revered vineyard in the southwest of France, Chateau Palmer, which is the Marjou region in Bordeaux. Forgive me if I mentioned it incorrectly. Believe the trademark of the name would be a threat to its own image. So you know what they're saying. Yeah, we sell champagne, we sell things, and big man, you might be getting in our way for all sorts of quids. What are we doing here? But after the legal proceedings, Chateau Palmer, who sell their wine, for as much as $7.50 a bottle, won their battle according to the Sun newspaper, with Palmer's legal team amending its intellectual property office, IP, you know, so man like to talk about IP, you know, to reflect that. But weeks on, Palmer has now been granted the Cold Palmer trademark and can now sell a number of items relating to the phrase. Palmer, who submitted the request to the government's intellectual property office in November last year, had his application approved just on Friday. So what's that? Close to a year waiting to get things across the line. Shout out Cole Palmer, man. Big up his family, man. Crazy move. The application means no one can use the Cold nickname for commercial use without the midfielder star's permission. He reportedly now intends to sell items such as we just touched on. Palmer is believed to have amended the application to drop any reference of wine after backlash from the Chateau Palmer company. Fair enough. It still covers a range of other alcoholic drinks, including spirits and alcoholic energy drinks. The trademark has been granted until November 25, 2034, when it can be renewed again for another 10 years for free. The Cold Palmer celebration first came about in December 23, when the Star scored during a 3-2 victory at Luton. However, after the game, Palmer explained the story behind the move and how it wasn't actually his own idea. Morgan Rogers. T got me just stumbling. The England international revealed he got the idea from fellow City Academy graduate Morgan Rogers, who had celebrated in a similar way when scoring for Middlesbrough against West Brom the previous week. And it goes back to what I was saying. Did you give him the idea, or did you show him, yo, this is my celebration, and then he ran with it? Because if you said to him, yo, Cole Palmer, Cold, this one here would be proper for you to use, then that's fine, bro. Salute to Morgan Rogers. But Cole Palmer's my dog. If a man like Morgan Rogers said, yo, this is my celebration, he scored, decided to do the celebration, and then ran with it, yeah, kind of out of bounds. Say nothing, Cole Palmer, man. But you know, I'll see you at the bridge. We'll just have a conversation about that, and you know what I mean. But again, man, the celebration is cold. The fact that he's gone down this road is even better. You know what I'm saying? Opens up the door for revenue for him, his family, for years and years, and could be a generational thing, man. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But salute. I'll leave it there. I didn't want to end on the negative, but I'll mention it because I was getting messages to mention it. Tim Westwood, 68, you know. Been charged. Rape allegations. But just like I said regarding Michael Ward, and most people in this place, even young Philly, innocent until proven guilty. We often like to cancel people and, you know, throw smud on people's names, and these times we don't know the outcome, innit? So I just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong at the end of the day. It's the landing, man. Make sure you're subscribed. You never know what conversations we might have.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.